Hello my dear beautiful bastards, I'm Petar, your glorious lord, and welcome to Planetbase. This is a strategy management kind of game that I believe you guys will like, because I like it. It is a relatively small game, about 10 to 15 hours of game time before you get bored. Well, it also depends what you're like, maybe you will play this game for like 50 hours and not get bored, but we shall see. So if we go into a new game, the game is coming in about a month to Steam, so watch out for the Steam homepage for this game. You have 3 planets to choose from: Class D accessible, Class F challenging, and Class M overwhelming. We only have access to this one because I still don't have 5 milestones. You need to have 5 milestones to unlock this one and 10 milestones to unlock this one. These milestones are something you do during your visit on the planet. You have to collect enough people, you know, those kind of milestones. So once you have 5 of them, you can play on this planet, but we're going to obviously play on this one. As you can see, you can choose anywhere on the planet to land, because I think the planet is preset, you know, it's already created, and then you can just choose anywhere on the planet to land and build your settlements there. Have these characteristics: light amount is high, atmosphere density is high, which means that solar panels will be very good during the day, and wind turbines will be very good during the night for energy collection. Sandstorm risk is high, solar flare and meteor risk is low, which means that it is relatively easy to build your settlements and maintain your colonies there, but it can get hectic once you start getting more people, so we're going to name it obviously Petardia 01, because Petardia is going to the Mars. It's not Mars, but it looks like Mars, sort of, so we're going to start right here, and let us go. See what the game is like. So I must say the game is kinda hard. In the beginning it is relatively easy, you just need to do everything properly, you know, just one thing, second thing, third thing, every time the same, but after a while their needs are gonna change, the resources will be different, it can get very difficult sometimes. So this is the interface. I wanted to play the tutorial as well, but the tutorial is kinda slow, so I decided to play like this. So the first thing we need is the airlock. We're going to put the airlock where? Right here. Airlock here, and put the oxygen generator as well in this area. There we go. So over here you have the number of your colonists, the number of bots, because you can have bots as well who build stuff. And later you will also be able to build more bots, so you will be able to build more stuff with more bots. So, you know, you can continue expanding your colonies as the time goes by. So obviously we need to add a solar panel as soon as possible. Where should we add a solar panel? A big one. I want a big one over here. A solar panel. After a solar panel, you can also have stats over here. You can check the stats. It's very, very clear. You can also check the grid, enable, disable. It's very sleek, kinda. I think sleek is a good word for it. The menus are very, very easy to navigate. I would prefer things to be a little bit different, maybe. You know, maybe when I create a landing pad, see landing pad, that allows more colonists to come and trade ships to come. I would like, when I click on the landing pad, to show me the options of, you know, which colonists should I accept or not, because you have to go into the menu to check that, and I don't kind of like that. Power collector, let's put it over here. As you can see, there are some meteors falling down as well, but it's not a big deal. Sometimes a meteor will hit one of your buildings and a bot will immediately go there and repair it, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, I was up here, I was explaining what was up here. These are the days, you know, the day and night cycle. This is the wind, and once you press Alt, you have your citizens' stats, all resources that you have, and obviously you can also click on each citizen to check what they're doing. And as you can see here, the oxygen is getting low, so we're going to need to build a water tank as soon as possible, water extractor, and we're going to put it here. Once we have all of this, I think we should be ready. These are the main things that you need to have. You need to have the solar panel, the airlock, the energy, the oxygen generator, and the water extractor. Once you have all of this, you should have stability. After that, we need to build a dorm, because a dorm is necessary for people to sleep in. We're going to put it here. As you can see, you can also connect, well, you have to connect the buildings between each other with these connections, because that's the only way that they can travel back and forth. Let me slow down. What are you doing, man? Go back inside. You're losing oxygen. Don't be silly, man. You're crying out loud. Go inside, please, before you die. You don't want them to die, because if they die, you know what happens? Shit happens. Everything goes to shit, and you don't want that to happen. You can also speed it up a little bit. So everything that you have in the game, you can build. You know, everything here that you have, you can build in some way in the game. You can mine resources from the mountains, and it's very cool. It's very cool. You can get very addicted to the game, if you ask me. Even though it is small, I think it is pretty cool. So I should probably explain this as well. You can click on individual buildings and put stuff into them, so it feels kind of like playing The Sims, because each building has different stuff that you can put into them, and each building has different sizes, obviously. So you can, for example, build a huge dorm room and put 1 billion beds in there. So, you know, they're a little bit hungry, so I should probably build a canteen. Keep kind of forgetting about that. There we go, the canteen shall be built soon. I hope that they don't die. They are a little bit hungry and thirsty. Whoops. Whoops, I should pay more attention. Please build faster. I don't want you to die, guys. Come on, please. Oh, need water. They need water, please. Build faster. Come on, bots. I need you. I don't want to mess up my first city. Well, technically it is my 3rd city. But hopefully everything will work out, because sometimes I forget that you know, time passes in the game while I speak. So bad stuff can happen. Please build. Please, please, please. Nice. Nice, thank you. Okay, good. Excellent. Canteen has been built. So now we can build these things here. See, it feels like playing The Sims. We can also put a video screen. So hopefully this will get built soon. I don't want them to die. Please don't die. I beg of you. I beg of you, don't die. Well, they shouldn't. I think they're going to survive. They just need to be a little bit faster. Excellent. We got a water fountain, so they can drink the water and be fine. See? They're gonna drink water one by one, and everyone is going to be fine. Excellent. We did it. Alright, so what is next on the list? Next on the list would be to build a biodome, so we can grow vegetables and plants, because that will be necessary, vegetables and plants, so we can get more food. And we need a processing plant as well. We're going to put the processing plant here. Here we're going to get vegetables, and here we are going to process things into other things. And I also need to build a mine. I hope I have enough resources to do all of this, because bioplastic is getting a little bit low. There we go, we got the processing plant, and in the processing plant you can build a bioplastic processor and a metal processor. We kinda need the bioplastic processor more than the metal processor, because I don't even have ore, and the metal processor uses ore to create metal. But obviously I also need the vegetables, because vegetables create starch. You know, certain types of vegetables create starch, and starch is necessary to create bioplastic. Everything is dependent on one another, so it can get very problematic if you don't know what you're doing, or if you lose track of what you're doing. If you lose track of everything that's happening in your colony. So once you have like 200 people, I can't even imagine that, because it is probably going to get impossible to maintain everything then. So this is the vegetables. These 5 here get vegetables and starch. These 5 get only vegetables. This one gets the medicine, because you can also build medicine in your lab if you have enough medical supplies, obviously. And you can also put some trees and some GM tomato and GM onions. That comes later when you research the tech, but that is much later because I don't know how to do that yet. I have no idea. So we could build the rice pad or potato pad. Let's build the rice pad over here, and let's build an onion pad here. There. That is good. I think that is going to be satisfactory for now. And we also need to build a mine. Where is the mine? The mine is here. There, the mine, and you can put it here inside of the mountain. That should be it. And we can also recycle the colony ship. So you can recycle each building, and once you recycle the building, all of the resources from that building will get released, and you will get extra resources here. Oh, nice. Nice. That is why I was actually low on supplies, because I didn't recycle the colony ship. So now we need to wait until everything gets built, and then we can start producing more stuff. Bioplastic, as you can see over here, everything is shown. It consumes starch, and then it needs a worker to operate it, and then it creates bioplastic. And that is basically how everything works. You gotta use one resource plus a worker to create another resource. Which is kinda cool, because you also need to work on improving your colony, you know, and getting more people. Because if you don't get more people, then the people that you already have will not have enough time to work on all machinery. So it's bad. So you have to get more people when time goes by, because you will just run out of resources. You need more people to make everything work, which is very, very cool. So in the canteen, we can also build this meal maker. It creates meals from vegetables or vitro meat, so we're going to put that as well. Just in case, because we are going to have vegetables soon, so we're going to need to use the meal maker to put the vegetables in it, and then those vegetables get created into meals. Very nice. So since we have the mine, we can also put the metal processor in the processing building. Excellent. So the next one on the list should be the factory. In the factory you can build spares, and you need spares to maintain all other machinery, because the machinery will with time go to shit, and if it goes to shit you will need to use spares to repair stuff. As you can see here, condition is excellent, but once the condition goes down you will need to use, let's say, 2 spares to bring back the condition to excellent, because if the condition goes down, all the way down, then the building will eventually stop working and you're not going to have a good time. And we want to have a good time on this deserted and sick planet full of nothingness, only sandstorms and sometimes flares. You know, flares are very bad. You need to disable the mine once a flare happens, because radiation is very, very high, so it can end up killing your citizens. That happened to me, killed a few citizens, because, you know, the screen gets very, very bright, and that's how you realize that a solar flare is happening. So you gotta immediately disable the mine, and also you gotta play patiently. This is a patient game. You must not rush into things, because bad stuff will happen. We reached self-sufficiency. Excellent. We are producing everything. Everything is getting produced everywhere. We're going to have a great time. So, what was I saying? The factory. The factory is next. We gotta build it. I'm gonna put it here. We might be having issue with the energy, so I think I'm going to need to build another solar panel and another power collector. Or maybe a wind turbine. Yeah, let's put a wind turbine. I think a wind turbine would be a little bit better for now, just to check how things work, because maybe it works out. I don't know, we shall see. See, the wind is very high during the day, so it should help in creation of extra energy. We shall see. Excellent, the factory has been created, and in the factory we can create the spares workshop. We can put it here, and spares can get created. You can also create guns and semiconductors. You build semiconductors to build more robots in the robotics factory. No, not that. Wrong button. But the robotics factory can wait, because we still don't have enough resources to do other stuff. And I don't think we have enough resources to get more people. So we're gonna need to wait. We're gonna need to wait. Next thing on the list should be the sick bay. The sick bay, I always forget to build the sick bay, but today I shall not forget. I shall never forget about the sick bay. It's going to be a small sick bay. I don't think it's necessary to build a big one. There seems to be no need for a big one. Let's put it over here. It's gonna be enough for like 2 or 3 beds, and that's more than enough for now, because we have 7 people. What are the chances of all 7 people getting sick at the same time? Very, very low. Oh, what's happening to this guy? He's hungry. Well, go to eat then. Go eat, man. God damn it. Wait, I don't have a lot of food. That's not good. That is not nice. Not a lot of food, which means that I will probably need to build a tomato pod. Tomato pod and pea pad. But if I build a pea pad, see, fast production and high maintenance, things might go to crap. I don't like that. Should I build one more tomato pod or a pea pad? Let's build a pea pad. Who gives shit? It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, don't worry about it, I believe. So once the sick bay gets created, we're going to pause it right there, and we're gonna continue next time. There you go, sick bay has been created, but let's create the airlock as well. There you go, and we can put a bed inside, obviously. We can put a bed here, on the edge, and next time we're going to build a lab. I don't think I built a lab yet. This is a dorm, yes. I didn't build a lab yet. The lab should be next, because in the lab we can create vitro meat, and vitro meat is going to be good, because we will be able to create more food. So that should be nice. See, we are running low on stuff, but it's not that bad. It's fine. I think we're going to be good. So thank you very much for watching, my dear beautiful bastards. I hope you are enjoying Planetbase. It's a fun game. It's a very managerial kind of game that is fun, and I do believe that you guys are going to enjoy it. So please make sure to tell me what do you think about it, and I will see you next time.